Welcome, everybody. I was telling the Gigmaster that I'm just geeked out about this, absolutely geeked out, because let me just start off with this. If I had a Mount Rushmore of metal detectorists, Steve, you're there. You're
No
there.
way, man. No way.
He's such a humble guy, that yeah, but really, it's true. I've seen the stuff that you've pulled, and I've seen your commitment, yeah, clearly, every day you get up, or most days, you head to the beach. You head out to where the history is,
I like
and
the
yeah,
beach. I've been hitting the beach a lot lately. That's for sure. I
me
appreciate y'all
too.
inviting me to the show, man. I appreciate that. It's awesome. I love that subterrax, man. I can't wait to get into that. But
Oh,
keep
that
getting
that's
up, bro.
well, you have a special recognition with Subterix, where we're treating Steve as he does have a group. He's got a big following. He does have a club. So Steve has a beach club, beach metal detecting, and not to turn this into a commercial right away, but just saying, those of you who are on the thinking about Subterix, if you join his club, you get Subterix access for $8.99 per month, because we're trying to be patrons of clubs.
It's a good deal.
And yeah, it's something that's very important. So yeah, if you join his club, and we'll share the link. I think Ryan's prepared with it.
Okay.
If not, sorry if I'm putting you on the spot, Ryan, but we'll make sure to drop the link. Just click on it, and you could join as a member of Steve's club, $8.99 per month. But
Perfect.
anywho, we're going to talk beach. We're going to talk metal detecting. That's why
Yeah,
we're all
talking,
here.
man. I love it.
We got the goat here. So as far as I'm concerned, so I got to ask you the question that everybody starts out with, which is, how did you start metal detecting?
Well, I retired about 15 years ago, and I was looking for something to kind of take my time up. But I started getting in with one guy. He used to go around buying gold and silver from all the pawn shops. I helped him, and I'd knock the stones out and what would happen. Then I started getting, I've always liked metal detector. I'm gonna get me a metal detector, so got me a metal detector. Try some land stuff at first, and started getting more into it. And I noticed Aqua Sugar. Y'all know Aqua Sugar, and I
Sure.
called him up. I said, and I had some water area. I said, what's a good machine to do the water with? So he kind of helped me out. And we went up hunting together, had some great hunts together. I took him to one old in the water. I have a snooper rig on my boat. So I took him over to one spot on my water there, and we dove down. It's an old Civil War fort, and they used to fire back and forth in there. And it was cannonballs everywhere, bullets everywhere. I mean, it was just coins. We wore out. He come up. One of his first dives had two U.S. plates, 50 bullets, two cannonballs on one dive. I mean, those videos on my YouTube channel. It was just amazing. And we recovered I don't know how many cannonballs and all from that spot, through the years, and had some nice canister. I don't know if you heard of the canister shot. They're really hard to find
Sure.
because they got a real thin metal over top of them. It usually dissipates, and it's about like three of them will top each other. And then I got I forget how 36 lead balls in or whatever. I got the whole canister out, and I gave it to a guy, bulletandshell.com. That guy. Anyway, he's on all the shows. But he got that from me. He completely restored it. It looks like brand new now. It looks nice. He did a great job on it. But anyway, yeah, we've had a good time. But anyway, I started metal tech, and then I got into a lot of relic hunting. I went into a lot of the rivers, James, York, up to Pamunkey, Mattapanai, Rappahannock, Rapidan. I went all those rivers with kayaks, boats, dug some crazy stuff all in there. But then about, I don't know how long, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I started getting into hitting the beaches, and I got gold fever. And that
Yep.
gold fever will get you, man. As soon
It
as you
sure
find a
does.
gold ring, say, oh my God, that gold will. After that, I still do some hunting on the land and all, but during the summertime, a lot of times I like to stay on the beaches with those depositors, right? That are dropping stuff all the time. And so I kind of like doing it. And I'm also a member of the ringfinders.com. Chris Turner runs that, and he's up in Canada, but it's an international company. I'm the rep for my whole area. And most people say, oh, I lost my ring. And I Googled, I lost my ring. What do I do? And I come up, for the area, So, and then they call me and I go to recover the rinse point. It's nothing better than to help somebody that's thought they've lost a sentimental something, a ring or whatever it is, uh, lost forever, and you're able to pull it up for them, and just the look on their face and see the what you create with them, it's just you can't even understand it, until you feel that feeling, So that I've kind of more or less gotten into that more now than I did the river hunting during the summer. So anyway, I'm staying busy on the beach now most of the time. It's easy too. You just run back and forth, don't have to worry about permissions, as much, as far
Yeah.
as because you kind of run out. And I got a lot of 1,600 properties right now that I hit right off into it. After a while, you can't get it all, but you can wear it out pretty good. You go
For
back to
sure.
some of those properties, and it's hard to get a target sometimes. I took Chris to one not too far from me. Actually, I sold 1,600 property. I found cobs, reals, and everything there. He actually dug a posy ring there. I mean, and they're pretty rare. There's a 1,600 posy ring. It's got writing inside of it. It's like kind of like for the lovers. They used to make them, I think, and give them out. But he dug a really nice posy ring there. But anyway, that's where I'm at right now. Anyway.
So hold on, Merrill.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
have to jump in here. I have two very quick questions. Number one, Steve, Gig, you have the thickest New York accent I've ever heard in my entire life. How can you? I'm just kidding. Totally kidding.
People say that. You're not the person to say that.
Yeah, I'm totally kidding. But one of the things that I saw in passing a few weeks ago, and I just saw it here as a question, and I'm just going to show it here. This was one of the coolest things that I've ever seen on the internet. I think it was an ant farm, or you were doing something where you were pouring aluminum into the ground. That was the coolest thing that I've ever seen in my life. Are you still making those, or is that a one time?
No, I still make them. I hadn't done it recently. It's about time to do it, but I kind of got to wait till we don't have as much rain. Because when you're pouring liquid aluminum into the ground, you don't want it to hit water, because it will explode.
Yeah.
I had it explode one time on me. I don't know if it was from the water or not, but I try to go after it's been dry for a while and the ground's dried out good. I think when I poured that one that exploded on me, I think it was an old shotgun shell. So somebody had dropped down a bullet that dropped down. It wouldn't take much, if it's in the ground, even a 22, when you put something on top of it and it explodes, it blew up. It threw liquid aluminum all over me, all over, and caught my hair on fire. Here, burnt my hat. I had a shield on, thank God, and I had my shield and leather on. But it still got me a couple spots. It's dangerous. I don't recommend anybody do it. It is dangerous, but like you say, it is cool. I love it. I love to make those big, nice fire ant art structures, and I'm ready to make some more. I don't have any right now. I've sold them all, but I'm ready to make some more. I don't know if you saw the one video I did. I said, how else can we make these structures without doing that? So I said, let me try this. I put ice in a bucket. I don't know if you saw that video, but I put ice down with water and poured it in there and let that stuff run all over the ice. And it made a pretty decent sculpture. Still not fire ant art. And people know it, but that one video got 90 million views when I did that one. So it got some interest, but it didn't pick up as far as people want them as much as I thought it might. But
that's more than the social media I've done since like 2008, like all together. One video that is truly viral.
Yeah, it was like a 1 minute reel, I think.
That was the one that I did see was awesome. I would love to buy one the next time you make one. And I especially if you ever do that, what would be really cool is if you actually somehow manage to see a coin come out of the ground without even knowing that it was there. So just pouring it in
mixed in with the stuff.
Yeah,
wouldn't that be crazy? Yeah,
that would be
nice,
so
a nice
cool.
cob, sitting right on top of it.
that would be
cool.
That would be amazing.
And that's possible. So many places I go are older, so or Civil War bullet anyway.
anything that would be awesome. But when I saw that video, I couldn't believe how it ended up looking at the end. It was absolutely fascinating. It was to a point where I literally showed my wife, who doesn't care about anything related to metal detecting or anything that I'm interested in, and she's like, you know what, that is pretty cool. So I
was
made
re-
room. I made room on my shelf for one day
It's
when you make one.
already.
There
I
you
wish we
go.
had a little video. We could play that real quick. I got a little reel that shows the whole process. I don't
Oh,
know.
we got a bunch of your videos here. Like we're gonna show them at random tonight. Listen, I know I've got a zillion questions for the Gigmaster, but I'm gonna be looking in the audience. I'm gonna, try to split my attention. I put these things on so I could see better and like highlight the questions. If you see me raising my head, these are bifocals. So yeah, I gotta rock with the bifocals nowadays. So yeah, look in here. We got learned a ton from the both of you. I hunt deli here on the Treasure Coast. You were in the right place, James. That is awesome. So I'm holding class. There we go. Yeah, so I'll be on the lookout for this. One thing that you said before that really piqued my interest. Like I know, I watch you. I've watched your channel forever. I know the
I
Gigmaster.
appreciate that.
Of course, it's a fishing thing. I know. I've been listening forever. So that's how you got there's like a type of fish like the gig or giggle or something.
Oh, Gig and Flounders, how I got the name. I used to go down Carolina. You can't even get flounder there anymore, but I used to go down there, Organella area there, and take a spear and the underwater light. You put the light underwater and you kind of shine around. You can see the flounder laying on the bottom. And you take the spear and you can spear them. And we could go down there and get 100 flounder in a night. It used to have the rules where, there's no limit at one point in time, but now it's like, then it got down, it kept dropping. This was years ago. But now I don't think they even allow gigging down anymore. Somebody got them all. I don't know what happened. They're all gone. But anyway.
So you said something about aquachigger. So you started hunting around and you reached out to aquachigger and you went hunting with him. I met him at an Arkansas event. It was like seeing God because really he's kind of like the tree of a lot of metal detectorists today. When I was doing my art channel, I was only watching metal detecting videos. This was like 2012, 2013. And, I met him and it was just like, I was nervous. I was like, a kid, like seeing their favorite sports celebrity and walked up to him and you could tell he was used to it. He was very kind. He wasn't, but I know I was just like, I sounded like the biggest dork, but you know what? I usually do. So that's okay. Yeah.
He got me into the kayak. I went around and stayed at his house, and we would go out the next morning. And we both have kayaks on that, and I don't know what I was doing, and I still don't. But anyway, then I really didn't. I had this big thing on back of this kayak, trying to put my stuff in and all. I flipped it over one time, dumped everything out. But anyway, he taught me how to go, navigate the rivers and all up in there, and with the kayaks and all. And one time we were at one place. Oh my God, and he was finding all kinds of stuff. I found stuff too, but he found, I think, 4 U.S. plates, bullets. And I found a few things too, but he was just wearing it out. And he got so into it that he said, "Oh my God, I can't believe what time it is." So we had to go down the river, I don't know, 2 hours to get back to where we were going, I think, And we hopped in the boat. Next thing I know, it was pitch black going down the rapids in the water. I don't know where I was at, I couldn't even see. And I didn't know how I'd been in one. You hitting rocks and everything. That was a little bit scary for me, but we made it back. But he taught me a lot. He had taught me a lot about metal detecting, what machines to use, how to do it, how to get around the rivers on the kayaks and all. So it's all a good time.
Awesome. So whatchamacallit, we just had a good question from David Fraser. Gig, what part of the beach do you prefer to detect? That's one of the questions I wanted to ask too. And what's up to my buddy David there?
Well, I guess if I had to say one, it'd be in the water. I love hunting in the water. Everybody's in the water, and they lose a lot of stuff in the water. They're going to. I don't know how many rings I've recovered from people throwing footballs, throwing them off. Because they get their suntan lotion on, they get wet, boom, it's gone. Boom, or they're wrestling that in the water, knocking chains off. So if you can get in the water, but the beach, a lot of times you can't because of the waves and the conditions and all. But certainly, if you find a spot, if you got a good, I'd love to find me a good lake to get in and do it, but they don't have that many around here. But anyway, yeah, on the beachfront though, the other day, me and John Boy walked probably 8 blocks in the water. We didn't get a hit, not one. Sometimes, I mean, you never know when you're going to hit that goal. But the next spot I like to hit would probably be the wet sand, and that's at low tide. So at high tide, you know, people just get in the water, and that's where they get knocked down and lose some stuff, and they first get in the water. So that wet area at low tide would be my next choice. So just walking that edge right next to the water. Of course, the next one would be the towel line, because I don't know how many rings I found. The people put their rings to be safe. They put it in the cup holder to be safe, or they put it in the pocket in the cup holder. And then they forget to grab the chair. And I don't know how many of those I found where they grabbed the chair and walked off, and they didn't lose. It didn't drop right there. Sometimes it's between there and where they left that. You know, halfway down, you'll find it right there. You know, where it dropped off the chair. And then just anywhere. I like, you know, a lot of people don't do this, but when I get to where you got to walk through a walkway to get to the beach, I hit that walkway hard. I found, I don't know how many rings of walkways, you know, just walking on, because everybody that's on the beach had to come through that walkway. They're carrying that chair that had that ring drop out, or they walking on the beach and putting the keys up, reaching in their pockets and all. So I like the walkways too. But anyway, that's kind of like the order I kind of follow. And mainly where the crowds are, they're coming in there to stay on the beach line. You want to try to hit the most active place, but you can find it anywhere on that beach. I mean, there's no rule that's it's going to be in the wet sand. It could be anywhere. So,
all right, let's put one of your videos on. We're going to do the Cartier one first. What do you say?
Okay, all right.
Let's do it.
A nicer here. That's about the right range right there. I think I see something. I think I might see something here. All right. Brittany's over here trying to dig in the sand and trying to find it right here. Look, they got the rake. And who we got here with us today?
Today, all the babies.
All the babies?
All the babies gonna help Mom today.
Uh-oh.
Mom.
Brittany, tell me, how much does it mean to you to get this back?
Well, I only have one daughter, and I was saving it for her for.
You've been saving it for your daughter?
Yeah, I've had it, and I've got 3 sons and 1 daughter, so I saved like my important jewelry for my daughter. So I've got like 3 specific pieces that I'm like saving for her.
Man.
So
let me ask you one question. Did it look like that right there? Did it look like that, Brittany?
Oh.
We had to find that, Brittany. We had to find it. Oh my God! We got it! I couldn't sleep last night. I tell you, when you told me you lost it, that's all I could think about. I got up before the sun today.
Oh my God! Thank you so much. Oh my God! Thank you.
Let's see where it's supposed to be at now. Look at that.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Oh my God! I can't stop hugging you. I'm so sorry.
That's all right. All right, we got it.
Thank you.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna go put it in my
We got it. Another successful recovery for the Gigmaster. I'm loving it. All right, I appreciate everybody coming along today on this little hunt. It didn't take that long. It was right here on the edge of the the volleyball court right here. Y'all saw me dig it up right there. And she said she thought she had lost it right here on the volleyball court. Anyway, appreciate everybody coming along. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and subscribe to the Gigmaster. We'll see you tomorrow on another adventure. Stay tuned.
Amazing.
You can see the joy all over your face. Like you enjoy doing that.
Oh
you
my
would
God.
rather not keep that in a box or sell it or that. The joy is all over your face right there. That's what I see again and
again. It gets to
again.
me. Sometimes these people mean so much to them. I can feel it. You know, you can feel how much it means to some of these people when you find this stuff for them. You know, unbelievable.
How many ring recoveries or jewelry recoveries do you think you've done over the years?
Several hundred. Yeah. I got over 100 on my YouTube, over 100 on YouTube, and over 100 on Ring Finds, but I found a lot of other stuff that doesn't get put on there sometime and all, you know. So couple hundred probably, you know.
Yeah.
But, I know a couple wonderful guy. He lost his grandfather's Air Force Academy ring, and he named his kid after his grandfather. He was just so tore up over that losing that thing, and he
Yeah.
lost it in that deep of water. I said, "Oh my god!" Well, anyway, I got the wave hit, lost my hat, lost everything, but I finally got that out there, and it just really meant so much. I could tell how much it meant to him when I got that back to him. You know, those feelings you get getting something that's really, really so sentimental to people. You know.
Take me through a day on the beach for you. Like, how long do you spend there? And about how many steps do you get in, do you estimate?
Oh my god. Oh man, it depends on the day, you know. And some days, the other day, I was out at least 8 hours on the beach, you know, from early in the morning. I think one of them days I recovered rain, then I hunted, then I went to another beach, you know. So it can run anywhere from probably no less than probably 4 hours to 10 hours, you know, depending on what I'm doing, you know. And 20,000 steps probably on a full day, you know, 14,000 on a normal day, probably, you know. It's I get my exercise, that's for sure. It is, you know, metal detecting is one thing. I had one guy send me, says, email me, says, "You saved my life." He said, "I had retired, I was sitting in a chair, my health was going negative. He said, I watch your videos, and you got me into it. I bought a metal detector. I'm getting out every day now. I'm getting exercise. And that means so much to me to know that I got somebody out to get them healthy and get them doing something that, and it's true. You know, if a lot of these people are tired, they don't do anything. It's not good to sit around. You got to keep moving.
This question is more for you. I'm going to chime in a little bit first, but this is your question. How do you find secret beaches? For me, I'm going to add my 2 cents really quick. I've done my share of recoveries over the years. It's great for learning new spots.
And what's the actual question?
Oh, the question there, it's on the bottom of the screen. Great to see Gigmaster on the show. How do you find secret beaches? You got the glasses problem like me.
Yeah, definitely. I can't tell that. If I tell that, they'll all be there, right?
True that. Yep.
You just have to do some research. Look for old swimming holes, old places that people used to swim. And I've hit a couple of those places. I knew some old beaches were and didn't get anything out of them. Recently, I got a couple here this year. They were secret beaches basically because back in the day, it was a whole, you know, everybody was going there, but I don't know if they had gotten sanded in, they had filled sand in or whatever, but it wasn't, I couldn't go, you know, I didn't find anything of those. But there's been a few other ones I did really well at, you know. So you just got to do some research and find where some old beaches were that people used to go to and hit them up.
Right on. Have you ever been to the Treasure Coast?
I have. I've been in there a couple of times. Been right there where all those 1715 shipwrecks were a couple of times and trying to I didn't find anything. Didn't find any. Everybody talks about they find gold coins, reals, and everything all over those beaches down there. Sebastian Inlet down there and all. And I'm trying to think of the name of that beach I was at. It's right there where the museum is. They got a little museum where the ships are wrecked there. They got a little museum there.
Yep, the Mel Fisher one. Yep.
Yep. And I actually bought one of the gold coins in there. My buddy was with me. You know, I had to hide one for him to find. You know?
Did you try Fathom yet on Subterix? That's our shipwreck tool.
I did. I looked at that. Yes, and in fact, I think I did a little video on my channel. It shows all the shipwrecks off the coast there, and that was really cool. Yep.
Yeah.
And especially down in North Carolina and Virginia has a ton of shipwrecks. I did a little video on that, and that was very interesting because we do find, even on Virginia Beach, we will find old 1800s and maybe late 1700 buttons. You know, from these, I guess they're coming in from some of these shipwrecks that are offshore that are wrecked and they'll wash up once in a while. I've never found an old coin, but I know that I know a guy up there in New Jersey area up there. He's got a couple of little beaches he hits, little secret beaches, and he finds all kind of shipwreck coins, you know, spikes, just different artifacts off the beaches. and he actually gives them to museums. And I think a museum's got his name
Wow.
and all the stuff he finds, in there. So he does real well at that. I need to show him that, see if that helps him up there, if it shows him what wreck some of that stuff's coming off.
Yeah,
of.
no, tell him to stay away from it if he's in New Jersey. That's our territory.
Ain't that your
No,
area?
he's just joking. But Merrill, maybe that's the answer, right? Maybe the answer is a combination of finding a beach that has known historical shipwrecks, right? So through Fathom, we have 45,000 shipwrecks registered with NOAA, and other platforms.
Plus beach
And then
cut.
and then after you find the location, then you leverage beach cut to see when that beach either is cutting or when it has an occurrence that has black sand where it's 3, 4, 5 feet of the top surface. So I can see you're sharing beach cut now, but maybe that's the trick, is Fathom and beach cut together.
Yeah,
And
listen,
beach cut, he's got beach cut up on screen there, right?
Yeah, I
that's
got
beach
it up
cut.
on the screen. I'm going to take it off right now because I can
Zoom-
only
zoom in.
imagine there will be no rings left if the Gigmaster gets, into beach
Zoom in
cut.
on that beach right there.
Merrill,
I want to see it. Zoom in.
hold on, wait, go back for just 1 second. Look at
You got it.
Louisiana. Still has a lot of black sand occurrences.
Yeah, Ryan, how long do the while they're still cut, the whatchamacallit, the colors stay on
beacons?
the beaches, right?
Yeah. So for cutting, I think it's it's backed by science, Merrill. So I think the standard for when a beach starts cutting, it stays that way for, I think, 36 hours from the time in which the it changes from whether it be elevated or calm to cutting. So Merrill, go down by Louisiana and you'll see the
Will do. I just wanted to
black
show
sand.
Gig Virginia Beach right now. It looks calm.
Yeah.
Just north, not so much. Just north, it has been like a Christmas
Oh my
tree up
God!
here.
Yeah, that's a
Oh,
lot.
yeah.
Yeah.
It's like a Christmas tree.
Yeah,
That's right.
Virginia. I'm sorry, Louisiana. You said, yep.
Yeah.
Well, it's upper Florida.
Yeah, upper Florida. Okay. So it looks like there's some areas over there too that are it looks like it's calm. Okay. So
Maybe
yeah,
it's time-
go into one of the black sand occurrences just on
Black
any
sand
random beach in that area. Let's see what that looks like.
Okay.
There you
So
go.
black sand, heavy minerals and targets are sorted and concentrated at the surface. Prime conditions. It's low tide right now. That means a few of the audience are going to be leaving right about now. What I like is you get the history, you get the when right in here.
Yeah.
So you could look back and you could get that, like how, if you didn't sign up for Subterix, which or Beach Cut, which gives you text alerts. If you're an elite member, you get 3 beaches, and you get text alerts for those beaches. I got my text alerts the other day. I got a lot of coins, to be totally honest with you, but that happens sometimes.
And Merle,
but
what?
Oh,
Th-
boo-hoo,
I-
Merrill.
yeah,
This you get 20 credits a month, right? Free credits, right?
yeah.
And how many credits does that right there cost right there? I know you can't reserve beaches, but you can actually go
Well-
look at it. And what was that, like 2 or 3 credits or something, Brian?
No, so
If they
Merrill.
join your club, yeah, go ahead, Ryan. Go ahead.
No, go ahead, Merrill.
If they join your club, and a Gigmaster, we're trying to be patrons of clubs. So if a club joins Subterix, they get revenue from it. And Gigmaster he's lead of a club also. It's called Beach Metal Detecting, and perhaps somebody will share it into the audience right
Yeah,
there.
I'll share the link in just a minute.
Yeah.
Okay.
And long story short, $8.99 per month, and you would get access to the 3 beaches. The regular price is $19.99, but patronage for clubs is important. And you get access. You would get the text messages coming to you that alert you. And yes, that Beach Cut plus Fathom is incredibly powerful.
Yeah. So
And-
let
and they
me hold on 1 sec, Gig. Let me just clarify something that Merrill said. Anybody can join Gig's club for free.
For
And
free. That's all I want to be clear.
you will get 20 credits per month allocated each and every month for free.
Free.
Subterix has a universal credit system where tools that you use can can either be free, right, or have a cost of between 1 and 5 credits per usage. Beach Cut itself costs 0 credits to access the map and to see which beaches are cutting. It costs absolutely no credits whatsoever. So you can be a free member, pay absolutely nothing, and access Beach Cut completely for free. If you are an elite member, one of the many benefits of being an elite member is having access to the notifications that people get if they're an elite member using Beach Cut. And what will happen is you can sign up for 3 beaches and you can sign up for texting. So when a beach goes from calm or elevated to cut or black sand, it will give you live updates and tell you, hey, your beach went from calm to cutting. The best time to go is between this time and that time. Head out, right? So that's just one of many different benefits. But if you decide to become an elite member through Gigs Club, we discount elite membership by 50%, right, which is $8.99 a month, and you get 300 credits to use at your discretion each and every month. They replenish on the first of each month. So just wanted to make sure that everyone was clear as to how that works.
Yeah, that's why I want to make sure that you can join it free. You don't have to pay anything.
Nothing.
You can go up there and you can try almost everything on there for free. It takes like 2 credits. A lot of things with 1 credit to it. You say that Beach Cut's free. So a lot of things are free, only a couple credits. And you can go try everything out before you even decide if you want to go any further with it. So that was my point. I want to make sure they understand it's free to go on in and try everything out pretty much.
Yep, we don't for free accounts, we don't even collect a credit card. We're not interested in hitting a credit card randomly. If you upgrade, that's going to be on you. But theoretically, you can literally try 20 well, we have 18 tools right now, but you can literally try 18 of the 20 tools in 1 month if it's only 1 credit. You know, you can try 10 different tools if it costs 2 credits, so forth and so on. But every month, it replenishes 20 credits for free.
Oh, he's reading the question.
That's a great question.
Maybe I'll get my wife to answer that one.
No, you do great stuff, buddy. You do great stuff.
That is funny.
I'm so bad at acknowledging the audience. We got a lot of people here, saying hi. I just want to go through some of the comments. Yeah. Breast Medic, what's up, buddy? We just did a live stream with Breast Medic a few weeks ago. Good to see you, buddy.
Look at this, Merrill. Just in the area that we were just showing on Beach Cut where there's black sand.
Yep.
I live in Alabama and metal detect on the Gulf Coast. We have a lot of black sand. Should I be detecting in those areas? Yep. Yes, you should. That's the lowest possible that the beach would get, and that's where it's exposing some of the best stuff. If it's safe, of course, to go there.
Yep, absolutely.
Yep.
I'm just trying to catch up on the comments right here. All right, while I do that, let's get another one of Gig's videos going. So give me a second on that.
Merrill, you're getting so good at multitasking.
Yeah, right? Like the first few times that I did this, I'm like, but this is good. Video file. I'm even pushing the right buttons. Here we go. And go.
All right, we've been hunting all day in the field. I got a call from Veronica here that she says she's lost a ring. And what kind of ring is it?
It's my mom's class ring.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah. So it's very important to you to find this ring.
Yes, sir.
It's sentimental. Have you told your mom yet?
My mom actually passed away a couple months ago, which makes it even more.
Sorry.
Which makes it even more special.
Oh, my goodness. I'm sorry to hear that.
He's finding
We got to find this ring for sure. Now, the scenario is, a lot of times when we go look for rings, if they saw it come off in the sand, 99% chance we're going to find it. But in this scenario, you were digging a bush up right here. Transplanting it.
And I'll show you the other place it was transplanted.
We'll try that one too. But she thinks it in this area. If it is, we're going to find it. All right, y'all ready? Let's do it. Here we go. We're kind of checking around here, and we do have some numbers to hold. They're kind of half a gold right there. I'm thinking that might not be it. I don't know. There's a lot of stuff in here.
Yeah, I think there were some stakes from like an old fence or something. I saw one of them.
Yes, definitely some iron or something in here for sure. 60's a little high. This is a... All right, but we shouldn't have to dig. Yeah, it's a lot of little targets. All right, we'll go down to the pinpoint and see what we can find here. Here's where she was actually going to move the bush right here. So we're going to have to check all this here, but I got one signal right here I got to check out. But we're going to see how that is. But
Okay.
you think we'll find it?
I hope so.
Does it mean a lot to you to find this ring?
Yes, sir.
How much does it mean to you?
It's the most important thing my mom left me before she passed. So
I'm so sorry to hear your
Really
mom
important.
passing. And this is something that will remind you of your mom. Is one of the last things she probably gave you, right?
yes, sir. Yeah.
Did it look like that right there?
Thank you so much. Thank you so much.
Wow.
Yeah, Gig.
God, thank you so
How do you not get emotional with that? That's unbelievable.
We got it!
Dude, you have changed so many lives.
Awesome! Oh my
Steve, you're the
God!
man. Thank you.
You actually dropped it in the grass over here. It wasn't in any of the stuff you were digging. Somehow you dropped it in the
You hear
grass. I
the
got a
joy
signal
in
and I
his voice?
saw it. As soon as I got a signal, I put my pinpointer down there.
That's joy.
I saw it
Thank
right
you.
there.
Wow. Thank you so much. Oh
I'm
my
so
God.
happy to find that for you. Let's take a look at that. Look at that. That
Me and
is
my mom
wow.
both went to ODU, so
Awesome. That's
she
an
gave me
ODU
this.
ring right there. Wow. What year is that one?
84.
84. That's awesome. I'm so happy to get it back
Thank
to
you. Thank you.
Awesome. All right, we got another ring recovery for the Gigmaster. Don't forget to click like, comment below, share, and what do you got to do?
Subscribe. Yes.
Subscribe to the Gigmaster, and we'll see you tomorrow on another adventure. Stay tuned.
That is unreal.
I agree to that. And anybody who's here, listen, you all know who the Gigmaster is. If somebody's not subscribed to him, please go over to his channel. Hit that subscribe button for him. This is a great dude. I love that. Like, the world needs good people. Do you just hear the joy, and see the joy all over his face when he could do that for somebody? Kindness is so important. And you have an aura of kindness. And for that, amongst so many other things, I admire you.
Thank you.
I've told him, and he was blushing before. I'm like, listen, I have a Mount Rushmore of metal detectorists. That guy is there. There's no doubt about it. In fact, you have a question. I've been getting good comments here. Here you go. On that note, do you have a metal detecting idol, Gigmaster? Mine is Mel Fisher. It says Joe.
Well, yeah, I started out with Aqua Sugar. He was my idol in the beginning because he really taught me a lot and everything when I first started off and all. But I love the people I hunt with. I really have such a good time. I know y'all seen John Boy and Gene and Joe Sigafoose and all. They're my idols, I guess, because they hang in there with me and they have to put up with me because I'm over there. Hold up, I'm filming. Hold up, get a picture here. Do it. They're kind of like on set. Then they put up with me having to do all my stuff with my videos and all. So I really appreciate all of them hanging in there with me with that. But I'm just out, just enjoying life, just having a good time, and as long as I can, because age gets to all of us, and there'll be a point I won't be able to do this at some point in time, and I know that. But I'm gonna push it hard as I can, as long as I can. That's for sure.
Merrill, answer the question just like Gig did. Who's your favorite detectorist of all time? And then I'll answer mine. But I'm interested in who yours is. Who's at the very, very top?
All right, so I got 5. There were 2 engineers at XP that I just hit a French beach with them, and I was just like, pardon my French, I got to say it, holy shit. These guys were good and messing with the settings so much just with the audio. They taught me that audio can make you hear things that just really playing with that.
Important. Yeah.
Very, very important. And it enlightened me with that. So 2 gentlemen from XP. Gig is there. Rich from Quarter Hoarder.
Yeah, I knew you were going to say that.
Dude can freaking dig. Wow. Dude can dig. There's another kid. He's not a kid anymore, but I remember in my earlier, detecting years, he was the first person to just be like, holy shit, there is a genius to detecting. His name is Jackpot G. Lars. And he used to have a YouTube channel. He's not really uploading anymore. He's on Instagram I forget what his current screen name is, but he went by Jackpot on YouTube when he uploaded, and I think that's it. Yeah,
Okay.
those are the guys that are just like, holy shit. Yeah.
I'll give a just quick couple of mine. So the first time that you and I met, I had already said to you, I was geeking out, like, holy crap, I can't believe I'm speaking to you, because I watched so many of your videos before Subterix was even as they say, kind of a twinkle in my eye. So you're
in
certainly,
retrospect, now you see how silly that is.
you're certainly up there. Well, if it weren't for you, Beach Cut wouldn't be born, right? There wouldn't be a lot of what we've developed in just a short period of time. So you're certainly up there. I'm a little embarrassed to say it, because I know you very well, and I've become I've ended up knowing him now for quite a bit of time. But I think one of the best and most interesting detectors out there happens to be here, and that's Brass Medic. He lives a life that I wish that I had.
You remember what I call him?
The most interesting was it the most interesting man in the world, or the most
Dos
interesting
Equis guy of metal detecting?
Yeah. He's always out.
Stay thirsty, my friend.
The
Sorry
way,
to cut you off.
That's okay. Just the way that he detects is absolutely unbelievable. I watched every video when I started off detecting. I bought a Equinox 900, and he's just a master with MindLab. So absolutely love Mark. And I'm probably going to say, even though I haven't really had much interaction with him since my initial, I still have to give Brad credit. Green Mountain is, Brad Martin is.
I like him.
The way that he produces his videos, he's mostly all solo. He just does a great job. We haven't had much engagement of recent. Obviously, Jason is in that for me, but that's kind of like the base. And one last one. Brian Higgles, B Higgles is his handle.
Saw him.
He is unbelievable. The amount of stuff that he pulls out of the ground is absolutely fantastic. Merrill, I was just thinking about, like, if I were to ever give you the best gift ever, it would have to be a trip down to Florida or to Virginia, to where both Gig and Terry Shannon are together digging with you on the beach. I can't
Terry's
imagine
on my list. That's what I forgot.
I cannot imagine that wouldn't be the absolute best gift of all time.
Just to geek out about beach metal detecting with these guys. Like, I got the opportunity to do that with Gig right here, man. So like I'm trying to be considerate to the people in the audience, but man, I got so many questions. Sorry, were you done? I got.
Yeah, no, I'm done. I can go on and on, but I'm done.
Me too.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw that B Higgles. He finds a lot. I saw him on
Brian. Yeah.
Yeah,
Brian is amazing. He doesn't like being on
lake.
Camera. He doesn't like doing interviews.
Really,
but man, he pulls some great
he
shit
does
out of the ground.
I've seen some of his stuff. Yeah.
He just killed a drained lake, and I mean gold, like Mr. T Gold. Like he did very, very well.
He's great. Yep.
Do you all check beaches before you hunt them, looking for bowls or cuts? I got an answer. But
go for it. You start off.
So for the longest time, if I'm being honest, I would Forrest Gump it. But beach cut, it makes it too easy. Yeah. I mean, to get text messages on your phone when there's erosion, sorry, that's I did use apps for years, fishing apps. All of the ideology that is in beach cut is what I used, like breaker waves. The length between intervals is huge when it comes to beach erosion. That's baked into our system, and it's not just my opinion. Like, we've taken science textbooks. It's legit. It's really good. Going to get better. I think we have to play with thresholds in that we don't want to spam people, because there could be baby beach cuts. But it's really good right now. It sent me to the beach the other night when there was a cut. Doesn't guarantee you gold. I got a crazy amount of coins. I got one little, silver earring. Didn't make a video out of it. I probably will, though. but it was, it works. I saw a huge cut on the beach. So, yeah, that would be my answer to that.
I'm not gonna say I check it before I go, but as soon as I get to the beach, I'm gonna look both directions and see if I see a cut down there, and certainly I'm gonna go right straight to that cut if there's one there. Prior to going, I'm just going to the beach. I'm gonna hunt, but I just talked to John Boy a little while ago. He was actually down there this morning, and he got down there and it was a cut, and he walked I don't know 5 blocks and didn't get a single coin. And there was a little, we call it a bowl cut. You had kind of bowls out, and along the shoreline there. He got 3 rings and 50 coins, probably in a 100-foot area, and nothing else on either side of it.
Yep.
So the cuts definitely can produce a lot of good stuff if you see one. They weren't gold. I think they were junk rings. But anyway, it was something. It was there. It could have easily been gold there. But the cuts are 100%. You got to hit those when you see them. Even if it was a bowl cut. I got a video a few years ago. I think it was 2 years ago. It was a 6-foot straight cliff cut.
I remember that one.
You remember that? I mean, it's hard in my head. I mean, the cut. So I don't know how it was. It was long ways, and we found all kind of stuff in front of that because what happens, in my mind, it works like a gold sluice. Anybody that does a gold panning knows, when you're panning or you're going through a sluice. The heavy stuff stays there, and the waves wash the light sand off, and that's basically doing is the water's taking the light sand off and leaving the heavy stuff right there, and you can kill it with some of those cuts like that, especially if you get a nice giant cut like that, man. So yeah, you gotta look for the cuts. Do I not go to the beach because I don't know if it's gonna be a cut there? No, I go to the beach anyway, and I'm gonna just look for the cuts while I'm there, But then with this new program, now I'm gonna have to be checking on that and see if it's telling me the cut here. That's different. I haven't tried that yet, so I'm gonna have to look into that.
Make your life just a little bit easier. Merrill, Ed, hey Ed, how are you? It's good to see you. Thanks for joining. Merrill and I were just on Ed's program earlier this week, Hi Ho Silver, and I highly recommend that everyone that's on here, while we have around 80 people. To check Ed out. He's a great dude. His show is great. He's just a genuinely good guy. He's a lot of fun to talk to you. But Gig, he's asking which parts of Subterix or which tools of Subterix are your favorites so far.
So far, I was telling him earlier. I kind of got in when I first looked at it, the LiDAR. I've got a lot of old properties, 1600 properties. I'm very interested in seeing because there's some old house. I know it's house sites that I was trying to. And I actually tried to download LiDAR data myself at first. I went online. I said, where can I find LiDAR for Hampton Road, whatever, And they actually had some online, and it was a file. So you download this file. Say, all right, let me do it. You click on it. Nothing comes up. Oh, you got to have a special program to open the LiDAR file. It just wasn't open with any program. So you had to download that. And then you had to open it up. Anyway, long story short, I could never get it to work. So I was really interested in the LiDAR. I went on there, and that thing just came right up. I pushed, boom. And I like the area where you can go to a certain area and just blow it out, click where you want, open it up, show the LiDAR for that area. It just worked like a dream. I love that. And I know you got the way it can actually detect cellar holes. I guess it's using the LiDAR to do that, I'm assuming. But anyway, it's got some more functions I hadn't even got into yet. The second one I like a lot is the one that tells you who owns the property. Because a lot of times that's a nice field. I like to go there. Oh, that's a nice. You just ride down the road and you're seeing these. Man, we got to check that field. And you don't have time when you ride, but then you go and you can go back and load it up, click on the button, open it up, push a button, and tell you exactly who owns it. And actually, it creates a letter for you to send to people.
Yeah.
To get it, and it asks you questions in there. Are you going to give them the relic? So it asks several questions to help design the letter. Automatically designs a letter with the questions it asks, with their address and everything right there. So I really like that. And I have actually gotten, before this came up, I had actually had to do this, look them up, get it, and actually got permissions by doing that, by sending people a letter. So it does work. Those letters do work, and now I've got that option to do that. So I'd say that's my 2 favorite ones so far.
Awesome. Yeah, SiteWatch Gig was actually a recommendation of a user, right? So one of the things that I pride myself on is not building Subterix with Merrill and either of us sitting in an ivory tower. We're on the phone with users every day. We're incredibly responsive every day. We have a feature request that where 100 requests of, hey, I'd like you to build this tool,
Right.
or hey, I'm going to make a recommendation. Merrill and I talk about it, and we have one that we just launched a few weeks ago called Brecon, which came from also a user of ours. She's a door knocker, and she wanted to be able to identify before she went out door knocking, to be able to not just look at houses that were built and be able to sort them by oldest to newest, but to also create a route so that she can hit those houses in order of one another. So we created Brecon for her.
Nice.
But SiteWatch was another one where a user came in and said, you know, hey, what would be really cool is if there was a tool that would allow me to monitor permits that were just approved by my state or my city of houses that are scheduled to be demolished. And, you know, my response was, as long as we can get the data, we can build it. And sure enough, within 72 hours, we were connected to multiple sources, and every house that's approved for demolition, for the most part, becomes public knowledge. And within 30 days is typically when they're actually knocked down. So those are great opportunities. And Merrill calls Subterix an opportunity zone, but great opportunities to then find the owner, which you can in the SiteWatch tool, and go seek permission to hunt their property before it's completely turned over. So that's that was a fun build, and so was
Nice.
Brecon, and we're having a blast doing it. Well, Merrill's having a blast doing it. I work till 4 o'clock in the morning doing the coding.
I know y'all
I'm
work
just
really
kidding.
hard on it. And what should somebody send something? They got a question about Subterix or a suggestion. What is it? An email, a phone number? What's the best way to contact you?
Thanks, Gig. Yeah, it's both actually. So when when anyone signs up, whether it be a free account or a paid account, my cell phone number is actually included with that email communication. So they can email. I think I fielded 3 calls today and about 30 emails of, hey, you know, are you aware of this? Or, hey, I'd love to talk with you about, you know, that we just came out with information about our first official detecting event that's going to launch in 2027 called Subterix Rally or Rally 1. We're still working on the date and the location and the logistics of it, but someone wanted to inquire about, you know, more information on it. So they literally just text me. I've always felt, and I promised myself that if I'm going to start a small business, you can't run a small business and grow it and make it successful without being knee deep in it with its customers. And I have a lot of fun engaging with our users, and I try to do everything I can to be as responsive as I can. Of course, there are secondary and tertiary emails that they can, you know, submit requests to, but I like receiving those emails, and for the most part, the phone calls.
Sounds good. Maybe you ought to throw that email up there on the screen there, so everybody.
yeah.
Because somebody might have a question about before they even join. They might have a question they might want to ask you about it, you know, beforehand. So it might be a good idea to throw it up there in case somebody's got a question about.
Oh yeah. So I just popped my email into the chat, and following that, I'm literally going to give my personal cell phone number. Next is coming Merrill's personal home address. I'm just kidding, Merrill. I wouldn't do that to you. Just kidding. But we are very engaged with our users, and you know, you have to be, because without being engaged, you don't have your fingers on the pulse of what the community wants.
Right.
We can't think of everything for sure. So it's been a lot of fun to work with our users.
And this, and so everybody knows, how long has it been out there? A couple months now? It hadn't been out that long, right?
So
he started it in December of last year.
Yeah.
And it's been like a rocket ship. I mean, especially over the past few months. I just put my email address in there. Ryan's a lot better than me. And I gotta up my game with the, you know, answering of the emails. I'm just like on the constant go, but as is he. So I threw my email in there.
Yeah. So,
the reason why I want to bring that up, it's a baby. I mean, and it's going to have things that need fixing here and there. So you get input from people, And
Yeah.
so if it's not exactly what you want, give them a call and talk to them. And if you see an issue, y'all would and y'all have fixed multiple things that people brought up to you. So
Yeah, there's
it's getting better.
there's about 30 issues that we come across on average per day, and those are just
Yeah.
bugs. And
Yeah.
bugs happen with Google, that happens with Apple. You can develop a tool perfectly, and somehow there's drift, right?
Yeah.
Drift is just essentially a kind of going away from the script that you give it. It's a known kind of pain in the rump for any technology company. We're pretty good at fixing it and identifying it immediately. But what's been amazing is we came out of beta. So we started in December, came out of beta in February. And I think when Merrill had originally joined me in Subterix, I think we had just crossed 200 users.
Yeah.
I think this month alone we'll be at 1,000 new registrations, which then brings us to about 3,000 users.
Okay.
So to have the impact that we do, and to clearly have or to help build a community and to give back, we have a G2 program where we offer free accounts and free credits for kids that are 13 to 25 to get the next generation of detectors out there. That's helped us grow. We have a veteran program, and I'm surprised, and I probably should have thought of it. The head of our ambassador program, Josh Sipes, or Vets Dig Beeps, is the head of our ambassador program. We have over 275 vets that are part of Subterix, where we give 100 credits per month per vet.
You.
Right.
Hey,
so we're just doing everything we can to be good stewards. That's all.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Josh, I sent you the link, by the way, if you wanted to join us. So it's up to you, buddy. Sometimes you just want a night to chillax. I get that. So
Merrill, do you want to tell? So we have like 75 or 80 people here. We are doing a couple giveaways.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, Merrill, if you wanted to talk about that. We're doing two really cool giveaways today. So did you want to do that? Did you want me to do that? It's entirely up to you.
I want to remain silent.
Okay. I guess I'm doing it then. So Gigmaster is in Virginia. And one of the things that I love doing, especially when we go live with people like Gig, is to give some stuff away that comes from my personal collection. So, and I'm going to share a picture in a second. But one of the things that we're giving away at the end of this live is a Civil War era Virginia Military Institute button. It's a cuff button, and I'll just go ahead and share my screen now. This is one of my. Normally, I'm like totally fine in giving stuff away, and not feeling a little guilty that I gave something away that I absolutely loved. This cuff button I absolutely love. If you are registered with Subterix and you are here for the drawing, hey, there's Josh. All right,
Hi,
Josh in the house. Vets Dig Beeps. We're giving this away tonight, providing that you win through the drawing and you do have a registered Subterix account, and we're doing that in honor of Gig being here and being in Virginia.
Very nice.
That's a beautiful button, guys. Wow.
Oh, yeah. Civil
Good
War.
guilt.
It's got good guilt on it. Yep. Yeah, and just for the record, Gig did not find this on a beach. or if he did, he sold it, and then somehow it made its way into my hands.
Listen, Gig finds everything.
All right. Josh, what's up, man? How are you?
I'm good, guys. I'm good. I was replacing my wife's brakes and rotors today. Getting dirty, and had to get busy with the old lady. Had to make sure I took care of things. So
right on, buddy.
Gotta do it,
Sorry
man.
to put you on the spot there. But you're always welcome. Yeah.
I appreciate it, fellas. Yeah, excited. After this, we're going to be talking on another one with Ohio River History podcast at 8 p.m.
Cool.
Central Standard Time.
Awesome.
Yeah.
That's sweet. Josh, why don't I know we're obviously here for Gig, but I did want to pay homage to what you do through your P chords. So why don't you just do a quick intro that you kind of jumped in just now, and just take a minute to properly introduce yourself and to those that don't know you, and I'd be surprised if there were any that don't. but just introduce the P cord.
Yeah, absolutely. I don't have, I've always got one somewhere close nearby. My name is Joshua Sipes. I've been metal detecting for over a decade now and am ridiculously passionate about it. I started metal detecting in Washington. That's where I got out of the Army at. I was in the Army for 8 years, 2 tours to Iraq, 1 to Afghanistan. And one of the things that metal detecting does for me and does for a lot of veterans around the world is outdoor therapy and just focusing on those beeps and what you're doing. Nothing else matters. Everything else is right there. And it's such a relaxing way to spend some time. And it's so accessible. We can go metal detecting, at the park down the street. We can run up to the beach. You can go out to the woods. You can go to the lake. I've gone set, jug lines and trout lines for fish, and then go metal detect at beaches and swim areas and find gold rings, and then go pick up my my fishing lines after that. So you just never know, man. It's so much fun. There's so much to do. But whenever I was metal detecting, I'm all about efficiency, and that's why I use the best metal detector in the world, the XP Deus 2. You know what I mean? So I got tired of twists and tangles and, my lanyard, those pigtails and stuff, getting caught on the shovel and everything else. I lost 3 pinpointers because I got tired of using a lanyard, and it sucked. So I invented the P cord, and this lanyard is all marine grade components. You attach it to your pinpointer and it swivels. So no matter what, every time you go out, man, that screen drop is not working there. Every time you pull your pinpointer out, it's straight. It never twists. It never tangles on you. You don't ever have to worry about losing an expensive pinpointer in the water, in the woods, anywhere you go. And because it's a straight cord with 100% stretch shock cord, marine grade, everything across the way, it just lasts forever, and it's awesome. Relic Riley, everybody knows Relic Riley. He and I were talking the other day, and he said his P cord is outlasting his pinpointers, and that's some feedback I've started getting since we've been selling these for about 5 years now. Pretty hard to beat that.
That's awesome.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Sweet. Josh is also our director of ambassadors. So if you have a following and a passion for detecting and connecting with other detectorists, we do have an ambassador program that helps Subterix grow its user base. There is compensation involved. You can reach out to Josh anytime at jsipes@subterix.com.
And I put that email in the chat earlier, so you guys make sure you reach out.
Sweet.
Absolutely.
Sweet.
Hey,
sorry,
Josh.
Merrill. I didn't mean to comment. Just kind of take over there.
That's all right. No, the teamwork makes the dream work.
Hey, Josh.
I'm just trying to.
What's up?
Oh, yep. Go ahead.
I got something for Josh right here. Can you blow that up?
Yeah.
Ooh.
Oh, Steven, that's cool, man.
It's thank you for your service.
That's right.
Proud of you, vets. We do appreciate your service, brother. We really do.
Thank you, sir.
Send me your address. I'm gonna mail that to you right there. It's a challenge coin, but it's like from an ordinary person like me, thanking all y'all veterans out there that's kind of made it possible for all of us to be out here and enjoy our life, what we're doing right now, because we wouldn't be able to do it without you guys, man.
None of that would be possible. And Gig, do you know that Josh is the driving force behind our base camp program? So with 275 users getting 100 credits per month.
I love it. I love it.
That's over 27,500 credits that we're giving away to veterans, whether you're active service or not, for veterans to go out and detect and not have to worry about paying us a dime. So Josh was the inspiration behind that.
I buy these and give them to every vet I can see out there when I'm out detecting. If I knew they're in service and all, I really do appreciate the vets out there that have made it possible for enjoy life like we're doing.
So Subterix has a lot more news to give, but I just want to make sure we got the Gigmaster here, and I've been looking for questions that were here. We have the giveaway. We're going to be doing the giveaway very soon. if you have a question for Gigmaster, type it in right now, and we will be looking for it. Just want to make sure, because this is such an opportunity. I mean, really, Steve is at the top of my list in terms of the top of the GOAT list. Sorry again to make you blush there, buddy, but super talented detectorist, great dude. Let's put one more of his videos. We do have a lot of news that we got to get through, and it's good news.
Okay.
I'll give you the preview. We're going to England. We're launching new tools. I saw a comment out there about Canada. We didn't forget about Canada.
That's right.
We also don't want to stress, Ryan or Austin out, because they're really working around the clock with this. But we got a lot of growth news. But yeah, let me put the next Gigmaster video on, and then we will get to it. How are you feeling? Are we going too long, or everybody's good?
I'm fine. I ain't got nowhere to go.
I'm having a happy time right now. So
Me too. I'm enjoying it. Awesome.
Good. Happy to hear that. All right, let me put the next Gigmaster video on. And I think it's this one. Surprise.
There you go.
Yeah,
That's your mother. We might have to go back in there and try to find it again. And if it's out, I didn't know it was.
They were throwing the football. I went to catch it. It went behind me, and next thing I know, I looked behind me, and it literally just flew right off.
And it came toward the shore, right?
this thing was about
just the ball.
5 feet deep out in the water.
Yeah.
Okay.
Wow.
Wow.
I mean, it could have went 20 feet one way, but you said you saw it.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, I like watched it fall off my hand.
You saw it come off your hand.
Yeah.
All right.
Watched it go off my hand.
One more question for you.
Yeah.
Did it look like that right there?
I love those.
Did it look like that? Is that it? Did it fit?
I don't know who's happier, her or Steve.
I think Steve.
You're wet hugging me. Oh my God! I'm so glad. I didn't know it had a little bit of history to it too, with your mother's ring. Look at that.
Ring.
That is her mother's ring, right? Let me put it here so it focuses in here. And that was your mother's ring.
That was my mom's ring.
And now it's back where it belongs.
Thank you so much. I cannot
That's awesome.
even believe it.
It was rough out there. Were y'all watching me up there?
Yes, I said he is devoted. Yes, we had watched some of your videos online.
Oh, did you?
Yep.
Awesome.
Yes.
Well, we got it.
Wow,
A
where did you
successful
find it?
recovery.
Sweet.
Okay, now let's see. Remove and put. I'm getting so good at pushing these buttons. There we go. All right.
Absolutely. Man, that's a great question. Whoever highlighted that, Steve, do you ever attend or participate in organized or club events? If you guys haven't seen already, Steve is already launching his own club and getting everybody signed up and having monthly meetings here pretty soon, doing all kinds of awesome stuff, taking all that energy and all that history and knowledge that he has and making it even more accessible to the public, man. That's such a great idea.
Thank you, Josh. Thank you, man. Yep, we'll work on that.
Heck yeah.
Right on.
Awesome.
Okay, so I highlighted a whole bunch of these. Let's see. I think I know the answer to this. Gig, do you ever bump into other detectorists on the beach?
All the time. I love it when I hear Gigmaster.
Yep.
Come over, you know.
Yep.
That's got to be annoying because only the smart ones would probably tell you the whole entire time, right?
Sometimes, I mean, you be down at the beach. You can see 8 detectives from Virginia Beach sometime. Sometimes you're going to be nobody, but some days you'll be eight of them down there hunting, you know. So it gets hit hard down there sometimes. It really does.
Yeah.
It's from them damn YouTube channels. I know where it's from.
You've gotten quite a few questions on the bees. How are the bees doing?
Oh, they're doing really good. I got 3 hives. The one I got through the mail is probably doing better than any of the other 2 I got. I actually ordered it from, I think it was in Georgia, but they ship it through USPS, you know, and I actually went to the post office and there's a little box about this big. It's got 10,000 bees sitting on the guy's desk, you know. So anyway, you get that and I started a hive, but they're all doing real good. They're doing good. I'm enjoying learning about them. It's a lot to it, It's a lot more to, and I know very little right now, but I've learned a lot since I've been there. But I helped out my friend. He actually recovered a house. They get in houses. This one whole swarm got in a house, and he got to lift up. They had to go up to the top of the lift and take out about 40,000 bees at that house. It was amazing. They weren't happy either. There were some angry bees.
So hold on, Merrill, just 1 second before I forget. So for those of you that don't know this, Merrill and I both are in New York. We are both members of. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. We're both. Oh, okay. We're both members of a club in Staten Island, New York, called the Staten Island History Hunters Metal Detecting Club. It's the only nonprofit metal detecting club in all of New York. And as we're talking about different events, I would be remiss if I didn't give it a plug. We're having on Saturday, October 3rd, it's called Digging the Big Apple, and it's an open beach hunt. There's going to be a ton of silver that's going to be on that beach. It's very well organized. This is open to everyone. It's not just limited to members of Staten Island History Hunters, and anyone that happens to be in the New York area that wants to either find a club or wants to go out and dig and find a ton of silver. I just bought a ton of Morgans. Subterix is a sponsor of it. Merrill and I will be there. This club has literally been incredibly supportive of Subterix and has some of the best people. Yeah.
Yep.
So
100%,
I just wanted to put it up on the screen.
Yeah, it's a fun hunt. This will be my 3rd or 4th year in a row that I'm going, and I always have a blast. Yep.
So, yep, and Mike Detrani of Staten Island History Hunters, he's the president. If anyone is interested, you can reach out to me. You can reach out to Merrill. We'll guide you onto the link here to register. But we'll both be there, and we're going to be giving away a ton of stuff. And this club has done more for at least Subterix than any other club. So, just wanted to bring that up before I forgot.
Nice.
I'm contractually not allowed to ask this question, but the audience, can you see the question, or could somebody else read it?
Got a question to Gigmaster. I'm using the Legend. What is the best size coil for the beach?
I've been using that 11-inch coil myself, but I think that's the best one for right now. The small coil, when I go gold pan, I'm gonna definitely use a smaller coil because I want to get between the rocks and everywhere, doing that. But on the beach, I want to cover as much ground as I can. I don't want it too heavy, and I want to cover as much ground as I can. The John Boy, he uses another machine, but he likes that little coil on the beach. I personally like the 11-inch, but I feel like I'm covering more ground when I'm doing, to get more potential there. So
yeah,
I don't know. I had an older machine. I used one of the bigger coils one time, but they do weigh a little bit more, and it's a little bit more swinging, But I like that medium coil right there, that 11-inch one.
Sounds good. I'm looking for the last few questions for Gig. This is a good question. Where do you get all of your energy from?
It's strange. I don't hardly ever get tired. I mean, I'm always moving and I'm always doing something, and it's just natural. I think that it's just DNA built in me, I guess, to have the energy that I got, because I do stay pretty busy most of the time. I'm always working on something. I'm never really sitting down. I hardly never watch TV. I'm always my garage. I got 2-car garage. I'm always working on something out there. You got to keep the boat up. You got to keep your material up. It's a lot of maintenance when you do a lot of activities. There's a lot of maintenance involved. I had to work on the boat some today. You got the bees. I'm always out there messing with them. So I like to stay busy. So I don't know. I don't drink real energy. It's not the energy drinks and nothing. It's just natural.
I got to tell you, being from New York, there's this expectation that people are not the friendliest, right? Everyone's kind of moving around pretty fast, and it's just kind of the way things are up here in the Northeast. But I got to tell you, it's so pleasant to be around someone that's always smiling like you are, Steve, and clearly enjoying life. Thankfully,
Absolutely.
you've got great health, and usually when you have a positive attitude like you do, and you go out of your way for people, that usually leads to a lot of joy, and it just literally emanates from you. So it's really fun
Nice,
to
man.
be around people that are like that, and it's just awesome.
The karma comes back to you. When you help, I feel like when you're helping somebody or do something good, it comes back to you. I swear I believe in that.
All
That's
right, we're
awesome.
going to wrap this at 9, and we got a little bit
Cool.
of Subterix news. We will be looking for Gigmaster questions. We'll give you another chance with that. But we have a lot of news. We've broken it in some places, but not on our home stations. So I think we got to say that. Ryan, we'll leave that to you. Stick around because we got a pretty amazing giveaway. And Ryan, floor is yours.
Okay. So there's a few things that I just wanted to bring up here. And I mentioned it just a little bit early. We get a lot of requests to participate at different events, and Merrill is clearly a veteran of attending different events throughout the last, let's say, I don't know, 10 years or so. And as we build community within the metal detecting hobby, in the conversations we have, there's plenty of great events, large, small, seeded, natural. I think from Subterix's perspective, we kind of go against the grain and are bringing things to the community that they haven't seen before, at least from a technological perspective in the way that we see things. And with that being said, what we really wanted to do is demonstrate not just our ability to kind of think outside the box in the technology, but to also host our own event that kind of goes against, I don't want to say against the status quo, but what we wanted to do is bring together the very best of what detectors love at events and leave out what they don't like. So with that being said, anyone can go to subterix.com/rally, and you'll be able to pre-register, not to attend the event, but to get on a list that as we develop it, we are hosting our first event in 2027. Yes, it's called Subterix Rally 1. The location is still TBD. The actual date is still TBD. But we are trying to get some indications of interest. I think we have some 350 people that have requested to be on our communications for it. It's going to be something different than anybody else has seen. We're going to have, some of the biggest names in the industry. They're going to be doing live podcasting. We're going to have, it's going to be, I don't want to spill the beans yet, but you can go to subterix.com/rally and just give your email address. And as we come out with news, we will certainly be sending that out. Including that, we're also going to be inviting every single one of our Basecamp and G2 users at absolutely no cost, right? Because that, again, allows us to continue to be good stewards within the industry. So that link for Rally is up and live. It's again, just simply subterix.com/rally, and you just go to the bottom here and indicate that you're interested, and that just goes on our list. So that's first and foremost. There's going to be industry changing or hobby changing. Merrill and I have a lot of things up our sleeves. We're leveraging a lot of very, very experienced detectorists that have run events that are going to help us, and it's going to be something like you've never seen before. So that's the first piece of news that I wanted to share here on the channel. Merrill had already said a little bit earlier, we are going to Canada. The launch of Subterix Canada is going to be in concert with Subterix England. England has clearly some incredible history. I've already taken the liberty of building basically Subterix naturally on the English soil. We already have working models of what LiDAR is going to look like. This is just a 3D rendering that we have. This is actually an area of English countryside that we're just modeling out.
I see aluminium there.
Yeah, we will be, and I can zoom out here. We will be live in England, and hopefully Canada at the same time, by January of 2027. Ken, I did see Practical Ken asked a question when you said it earlier, Merrill. He's going out to Europe, or he's going to England with American Digger in October. Will it be ready? The answer is no, but I will give you beta access so that you can do all the research and analytics that you want. All I have on the screen here is the exact replica of iLiDAR that's already here in the US, but this is actually currently running in England. So we're testing it, we're back testing it, we're making it better. All of the features that you love about iLiDAR, including the 3D raster, where you can literally zoom in and zoom out and still look how clear this is. And then if you wanted to just bump it into satellite, you can. There's going to be different overlays and layers that we have here. So we will be live and launched in England and ready to do business by Jan 1, 2027. Okay. So we talked about Rally. We talked about Subterrax England. Last, I wanted to talk here before at least I wrap things up. Everyone has already heard at this juncture of Beach Cut, right? That basically allows our users to identify what beaches are cutting that you, if you're an elite member, you can sign up for. We didn't want to just limit that to those that have shoreline or have the benefit of shoreline. So we created Lazarus. Lazarus is a sister of Beach Cut, and this is, I think, the first time that I'm actually showing it. So I'm gonna share my screen here. This is a map clearly of the United States. Every single dot that you have or that you're seeing there is being live tracked. I think there's over 120,000 lakes in the United States that we're monitoring the water table of.
Go jump in the lake.
Yep, the pulsating side, or what you're seeing that's pulsing, are lakes that have exposed lake beds. And I'll just click into one area. And what you're able to do with Lazarus is take a look at a satellite image of a lake that is usually covered by water. And then what we're doing is we're pulsating an exposed lake bed that usually is covered by water.
So we got B. Higgles in the house, and just saying, follow him on social media. You'll see what awesome. Lakes. You'll see what lakes can do for you.
Yep. So just like Beach Cut, you are able to monitor 3 lakes. Now, clearly, the alerts are not going to be as common, right? A lake isn't going to expose its bed as often as the shore and the currents and the cuts change for the ocean. But this will be launched on August 1st of this year. And again, we have about 121,000 lakes that we're observing. The water table there's a ton of science here, and it's going to give you an opportunity to identify if your lake has exposed areas that you can now detect. Okay. And then I actually just thought of one more thing, and then we'll wrap up, Merrill, I promise. On August 15th, and this is the first that most people are going to see this, we are launching Black Map. So the concept here is you think about all of the historical stories and treasure hunts that have existed throughout the country over the last several hundred years, right? Train robberies, bank robberies, old wives' tales, documented details. What Black Map is a research and analytics platform. Right now, I have 92 case files that are loaded in here across the country. We actually have over 1,000. What you're able to do is you're able to isolate caches, lost mines, robbery loots, shipwreck cargo, armchair hunts, right? Hoards. You're able to categorize it by documented, probable, folklore, debunked. You are then able to basically click on any one of those, and it's going to take you through hundreds and thousands of different data points so that you can do research and analytics within Black Map so that if you're inclined to start doing research and actually searching for lost treasures and tales, this is the most powerful treasure hunting platform that has ever existed. And the star of the show, and I don't know if they're here and listening, as everyone knows, Tony Frangella and Ken King of Adventures in Dirt and 5280 Adventures have done a lot for Subterix. The star of the show is called Kenton, which is your artificial intelligence and incredibly enhanced and intelligent research and analytics assistant. It talks, you talk to it. It has access similar to Perplexity, where it's going to do research and analytics, where it connects to 5 different AI platforms. And based on what information you're looking to inquire about, it will select the best possible platform to do that research, because there's not one platform that does everything really well. So it sorts all of that out. This is going to be available and live for the treasure hunting community on August 15th. So that is Black Map. And this will be part of a subscription if you want, or even if it's free, if you wanted to play around with it, you can just use your credits to do that. So this is going to be an incredible tool, and I'm really excited about launching this, because historically the data that's around are, on broken Reddit posts, and there's never anything documented, and it's very difficult to do research. We're literally pulling hundreds and thousands of pieces of data, sorting that by documented and kind of, fireside chats, and bringing everything to you on one tool, and that's Black Map.
All right.
That's all I got, Merrill.
That's all you got. I want to shout out one of my childhood friends who is here. Hold on. Let's push the right button. So the lady whose comment I just highlighted, she could tell you firsthand what a dork I was growing up. Like, we've known each other since we were like 4 or 5. So, hey, Jana, good to see ya. Okay. So we got to do the giveaway.
Let's do it.
And yeah, let's do it. You got a picture of it again? Brian?
I do have a picture.
Y'all, hey, I gotta jump on that other podcast, but
Go
y'all
ahead,
have
buddy.
a great
Good
night.
luck, Josh.
Say hi to
Hey, Josh,
Shane
send
for
me
us.
your address, Josh. Send it to me.
You got it, buddy. See you
All right,
later.
buddy. Thanks, man. Thanks for your service.
Yep.
There we go. That's what we're giving away today, folks. Civil
Yep.
War Virginia cadet button.
And I have the perfect thing. This one is important to me. So the giveaway tool is about to be live. Now I got to figure out the right button to push. I've been doing good with the buttons, though. Share screen or giveaway tool. Look at what you got to type. Gig 100K. Get this man his play button. He deserves a play button. This is very important to me. Okay. So Gig 100K. No spaces. Gig 100K. Start collecting comments now. Gig 100K.
Do it.
And let's see if I'm sharing. Yep, I'm sharing the screen.
Yeah, looks good.
So let's see those comments. There we go. Don't think there's a hashtag there. So yeah, just Gig 100K.
Hey, Ryan, when is that coming live? That one you're just showing there? The
Black Map, August 15th.
August 15th.
Lazarus is August 1st. Black Map is August 15th.
Okay. That looks interesting right there, because we all heard all those stories all our life. They were robbed and buried the treasure here, and England buried treasure here, and you always hear all this stuff.
You'll have, Steve, there's a workstation that you can use. There's a research assistant. There's files. There's newspaper clippings. We're aggregating all the data and sorting it by what is truth, what's BS, what's historical, what's documented.
Right.
It's unbelievable. Of course, you can use Subterix tools to do additional research and analytics, but it's the most organized and most well documented, and kind of I put 10 different agents through the ringer testing it, and it's pretty spectacular.
That's pretty cool. I enjoy looking at that. I like that.
Yeah. We'll make sure. All right, Mara, what do we have? 33. We have 67 people online and 33 entries for a Civil War Virginia cadet button. We've got to get that up to 40 at least.
Yeah. So I know we're trying to get to 40 also, but Gig has a club called Beach Metal Detecting. The usual price point for Subterix is $19.99. When the club joins, it's $8.99. If you join Gig's club, it's called Beach Metal Detecting. So you sign up and you're looking for that club, Beach Metal Detecting. Your Subterix Elite account, 300 credits per month, is going to be $8.99. So major discount right there. So Beach Metal Detecting is the club.
I just suggest everybody just to join for free, get their free credits, try it out first to see if you like it. And if you like it, then you can do that. But try for free. You can go try 18 out of 20 of them you try for free. The things, when the ones I've talked about, you can try free. The ones I use, the
Merrill, before I forget, I'm gonna put the link to the clubs section in the comments.
Yep.
Steve, I believe so. There's gonna be a once you click on this link, there's gonna be another that says find a club, right? And Steve, I believe your club is actually the very first on there.
Okay,
so
good.
Everyone
good.
should have access to it.
Okay, good deal.
All right, I'm seeing a lot of Gig 100Ks. Let's see how many we got. 37. Can we get that to 40? I'll give you guys another 30 seconds. Then, you know, to be considerate of everybody here.
Yep.
That's a nice button, man. I can't believe it. You hang it 100% there. That's a pretty button right there. There's a nice gilt on it.
Yep.
Anyone that hasn't typed in Gig 100K, get it in, because we're gonna wrap this podcast up and let everybody get on with their night.
All right, 10 seconds.
All right, Merrill, run it. That's okay.
Let's go.
There it goes. And the winner is...
Brady.
Brady.
Okay, Brady. There you go.
Right.
Congratulations, buddy.
Nice, dude. Brady's a good guy and also an ambassador of Subterix. So well-deserved, Brady. And Brady makes some of the most incredible knives.
Yes.
If you guys haven't seen it, check Brady Epperson's page out. It's unbelievable. But Brady, that's awesome, man. Just reach out to me and we'll get that shipped out to you.
Awesome.
All right.
Awesome.
So you want to drop that link, Ryan, to his club?
Oh yeah, I already dropped it in the chat.
Yeah.
All right. Sounds good.
And I'll drop it post chat as well, so that everyone can see it. If you're coming back and you don't see the chat, I'll post it on the main.
That sounds good. Well, in that case, we want to thank the Gigmaster. We're starting a campaign right here. Get this man to 100K subscribers. That's very important to me. Yeah. Listen, for me, I had that art channel. My play button from that is one of the proudest things. In schools, like, people are like, "Oh my God," because I don't know.
I love that. How many did you end up with on that channel? He had what? How many total?
108. You got more on
108.
Facebook. Yeah, 108 was the
okay.
peak. So
he had a couple of nice videos when they're drawing videos that did a lot of millions of hits. I remember that.
Yeah,
that was cool.
A bunch of them still get views, like, to this day. But you follow your heart. My heart's with metal detecting now. Anyway, big thanks to the Gigmaster for being here.
Thanks for having me, y'all. I appreciate y'all having me on. I enjoyed it.
Awesome.
It's fun.
Thank you so much.
We're gonna do it again. All right.
We do that.
Yep.
All right, everybody.
Have a good night. Happy hunting, everybody. And be safe.
Enjoy.